Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. You're having a good day, and I hope that your week is gonna go well. We're playing American Truck today. We're gonna activate that poll, make sure everything's working, and then we will be on our way. It took me a few minutes to program the old controller because it's a different wheel, but other than that though, we're set. Controller because it's a different wheel, but I think the sound works, so that's good. What screen am I supposed to be on there? Start it from another one. There it is. All right. So don't forget to like, share, and follow. That'd be awesome if you did. And that. Just make sure that stuff's on my screen. There we go. Joey, thank you for sharing. Much appreciated. This is my truck right now. I'm level 17. So at level 25, I'll seek to buy a new truck, I think. And we'll see how it's going. Thank you for sharing and liking, Joey. Much appreciated. So I'm not exactly sure where I am right now, but let's check the map, I guess, eh? Been a while since I played American Truck. I'm in LA. LA. I don't know how tired I am, so let's check that too, I guess. Right. My guy's not tired, so and he's got a good amount of gas. So there's that. And let's check the market in LA here. I got all of American Truck Simulator, so you can haul cranes. Not the best money, is it? Price per distance. What's our skill set here? Maybe I don't have a full skill set yet. Oh yeah, I'm only part way here, eh? That's why. Alright. Well, we'll take what we can get, eh? This one's 21,000. 37,000 ethane. Over to New Mexico. Do that one. Now hopefully this controls are set up right. Alright. Get this show on the road, man. Oh, I gotta turn them lights on. There we go. Kind of weird driving in the States, eh? Used to driving in Europe. But we're gonna make it. I think, you know, I don't know, you can, in real life you can drive turn right on a red, but I don't think you can in this game. Alright, how far is it? 25 clicks to the thing here. Feels a little different. Alright, so I don't know if my dead zones are different. Well, I've certainly figured out how to speed, eh? And figured out how to hit the red lights. Oh, get over here. I don't know how I got over there. Alright, we're going to be making a right. We're only 20 kilometers away from our destination now to go get the load here. Should have just actually copied my things over, but I set them manually. Oh crap. What happens if we hit this? Oh, now we know. It's just like a wall. So Truman Show, you know? Really, red light? I was going backwards though. Alright. Let's go, slowpokes. Oh crap. That was the problem, eh? Definite Clown, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Alright. This is in America. I'm in America. Never watched me play American Truck Simulator. Well, there you go, eh? Bria, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Lindsay, good evening. How was my day? It was good, thank you. Got the extra camera on so you can see the wheel from the side and the front. See, you can only see part of it from the front. Could probably pull my camera out a bit, eh? Well, you get a good idea anyway. We're in LA. Supposedly they just upgraded LA too. Thank you for liking, Lindsay. Much appreciated. All them likes and shares and all that stuff, that all Helps a ton, you guys. Thank you for doing that. All right. We're going to the right. Maybe we should turn the radio on, eh? Turn the radio on, and once they stop. A little bit different feel than an Euro Truck Simulator, to be honest. But, and there's some similarities. Maybe it's because, the dead zone's slightly different or something. I'm not sure. Actually, you know what it might be is I got the wheel vibration right off. Like, not the when you run over stuff, but it could be that the vibration settings are a little bit different. Alright, here we are. This is where we're getting our cargo. From over there, I guess. Oh, I turned off the engine. I didn't really need to turn off the engine there. Okay, while we're here, put the radio on. Get some Facebook music pumping. There we go. That's done. Let's go to options and just double check these controls too. Logitech 923. Force feedback engine. We can turn that on a little bit. Everything else is on, so that's okay. All right. There we go. That's good. Rakesh, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. All right, guys. Now we got the tunes on. We're set. We're gonna drive that much better, I think, eh? I think it's on the other side there somewhere. Here it is, right there. Okay. Now that we found it. There we go. We're set now. We're on our way with Texaco. Alright, hopefully that music's not overtaking me or whatever. But I'm good and clear. We're gonna be getting there in 12 hours and 42 minutes game time. Maybe 12 hours and 43 minutes game time. All these cars, eh? Alright, here we go. We're on our way. A little bit of that engine vibration actually makes a little bit of different feel, but I think it helps a bit. This truck's not nearly as good as my Euro truck, but this one's a little more, not quite as powerful. I think the horsepower is like half. But we still gotta watch our speed. Oh, there. Phew. Oh, should keep our foot on the brake, I guess. Oh, really? No, really, man. Danny, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. How are you today? Let's go, traffic. Man, there's like 6 cars in a row here. There's no way we'll get the light. Man, only like 1 car turned. There we go. I'll just put the e-brake on. All right. So we're on our way to Gallup, New Mexico. Why are these guys... Hey, that guy was letting the guy turn left. There was no turn signal. It was like he's letting him turn left and he hit right away. And we've had to wait 2 turns of lights now. Like what's up with that? Man, I didn't think I'd ever get past that light, eh? Alright, here we go. What kind of truck do you guys have on this game? I got a Mack truck this time here. I'll upgrade at level 25 though. Let me see what there is out there. Earn money for a bit here and XPs and levels and stuff. And then we'll be set. They're gonna be turning right up here. Might be almost easier to have turned right where it was, but guess we'll be okay. USA, USA, USA! Hey Brett, how are you? I was a lot farther back in this thing. My character's not even fully leveled up here. I figured I'd better put a little bit of time in on it. At least, you know, here and there you gotta get your guy leveled up. Got like everything in Euro. And they supposedly, from what I read, they upgraded LA. That's where I am right now. Right by Ray's Hamburgers, as you can see. What am I hauling? It is like ethane. So we got the skills, not the skills fully fleshed out, but I got all the hazards and stuff like that. Kind of different driving these trucks though. They don't seem to have the same zip, I think, because this truck is like half the horsepower of the one I'm used to driving. I'm sure it's fine, but kind of different after you get used to the old Scania and the high-end Volvo that I have in the other game. Man, there's nothing but lights in LA, man. Have you ever heard of Brand Van? LA, what the hell am I doing drinking in LA? Thank you for liking, by the way. Where am I going? It's Gallup, New Mexico. This is solo. I don't know if I've even I don't think I've connected yet. I have to log into it, I think. The World of Trucks, but yeah, I haven't connected on Euro, but I don't think I actually connected it on this one yet. I had to do a big update before I started it, to be honest. I mean, this is like primarily a single player game, but people get that World of Trucks thing, and then they can play multiplayer that way. Man, I'm gonna buy the nicest truck when I get to level 25. It'll take me a while though. Get all the XPs. I think we're turning right up here. No traffic circles here, man. Oh, is that a lane? Don't think that's a lane. Alright, here we go. We're on the main road now. We can go 89 clicks an hour. Or 55 miles per hour. Kansas City, Missouri is the closest big city from my house. Maybe you'll deliver something to Kansas City sometime. Maybe, eh? Alright, let's set our cruise control. Close enough. Turn my brights on, eh? Not that that does much good. Closest city for me is Seattle, because they don't have any Canada. Actually, the interior of BC has been hitting the news a lot recently. They had a big discovery of like bodies under a residential school, so it was kind of really sad story. Hopefully they investigate and uncover it all, because that's just the tip of the iceberg. But there'll be The heck? Why is my... Did I fall out of gear? No. Weird. So all of my province is in shock right now, pretty much. Well, most of Canada is actually pretty thrown off by it, but my province especially. People weren't treating people right back in the day, that's for sure. Oh, we got... Why the cruise fell off there and then my truck decided to stop. That was weird. You know, the nose isn't as interfering as I thought it would be. You know, I thought I'd be looking at half a screen of trunk or whatever, the hood for the front of the truck there. This area here right now that I'm around is like kind of similar to how my area looks. All that kind of light, deserty kind of plants. There's a noisy engine on this truck, eh? We're working it. La 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 la. Hopefully I didn't set the cruise backwards. All right. 900 kilometers to go. We're set. Have I tried the McDonald's 10-piece with Cajun sauce? No, I haven't been to McDonald's. And the last time I went to McDonald's, I went to get one of those Cadbury cream egg McFlurries. So you can tell what the date was practically. Oh crap. What's going on here? You guys are all in the way. Roadblock, slow block. But, and you know, the worst part is I had to go to 2 McDonald's because the first one's McFlurry machine was broken. Called the BTS meal, I think. This is based on that band. Can I get past that? Doesn't look like I can, but we can just go up here. Yeah, that's what you need is more detours, man. And look how wide these shoulders are compared to Europe. Oh. Yeah, that's that popular K-pop band. ATS. They've been doing pretty good, that band. They're one of those things kind of like the Backstreet Boys and whatever for Korea, I guess. Kind of a constructed band. There to make the monies. And they got lots of hot air balloons in the States too, eh? Is that the case, Brett? You drive around in your area, is there a bunch of balloons? Balloons and helicopters? There's not a lot of balloons in the air in Canada where I drive around, at least. How do you got this game trying to? I just got it off of Steam. So, you know. There's a lot of times there's stuff on sale for it too, which is nice. But yeah, Steam. You have a hot air balloon day once a year in my town. Oh really? Have you rode a hot air balloon? And the controls aren't quite as quite the same. There's something I think I have to adjust or something like that, but maybe it's just the American trucks handled differently. Would you ride in one? Oh wow, 200 air balloons. That makes probably a pretty impressive picture. Hey, a biplane. I don't think I saw any biplanes in Euro Truck. I think it'd be probably pretty cool. Although there's definite lack of control for hot air balloons versus like other flying devices. You know, they kind of rely on where the wind goes, I think, to an extent. Versus the planes, they can go anywhere. You would ride if you got the chance? Would you parachute or bungee jump or anything like that? I've heard of bungee jumping off of hot air balloons too, but that seems like, I don't know, you're taking your chances there. Oh, the people really like the dogs today, eh? Yod! Thank you for liking, much appreciated. Thank you for sharing too. You know, there's a big giant mall in Edmonton, Alberta, called West Edmonton Mall. They used to have bungee jump. They probably still have bungee jumping, but they used to have bungee jumping where people could bungee jump for free if they did it nude. Plane jump, I think, is more fun. The parachuting, I'm sure both are exhilarating. You can bypass the nearby weigh station. Okay, thank goodness we don't have to get weighed. You gotta live on the edge. So normally, I guess you would have to go get weighed. Or maybe they wanted me to weigh. No, and I skipped it. I don't know. Guess we'll see if we get a fine. Andre, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Better have a nice day, right? Yeah, that mall in Edmonton, though, it's pretty impressive. They got a water park an amusement park, like with roller coasters and all that stuff. Got a giant pirate ship. They got a submarine boat ride there, like with fairly big subs. They got they had dolphins last time I was there, but I don't know if they still have them. And the ice rink, they have a big hockey, or not a hockey rink, but an ice surface in there. Sometimes there's hockey on it. Big hotel. And you know, you could walk till your feet fall off. It's so big. As you can imagine, housing all those entertainments. I used to really like going there though. It's kind of fun. There's also a giant theater complex in it too. And a whole street called Bourbon Street where there's a bunch of bars and stuff like that. I think the gas is not bad, but the sleeping is starting to get up there. Sounds like I think it gets compared to Mall of America. I'm not sure if it's bigger than Mall of America or Mall of America's bigger, but you know, a lot of times people kind of describe them similarly. Where's Mall of America? It's Minneapolis or something, isn't it? Not much of a shoulder over here, eh? Yeah, Minneapolis. Oh, okay. They got a big mall in Vancouver too, called Metrotown, but it's not nearly the same size as that one in Edmonton, though. Although Metrotown's a pretty big mall too, though. Multiple stories. Not just two. I think there's like three, if I remember right. Doesn't have all the amusements though. Weston Mall is two stories. But I remember that water park being pretty fun. We're giving her, man. Kingman. Guess I don't totally need to be in the left lane anymore, do I? Yeah, they're kind of improving both of these games, eh? There's a special team that's just there to improve the old maps. Probably their way of initiating the new guy or something. By the way, if the music sounds familiar, it's because I have the same music as on the other game. Oh, it's 121 here. Let's get her moving. All right. Vegas. You guys see that Army of the Dead movie? It's like they're in Vegas. Oh crap. We exiting? Hard to tell. I don't think we're exiting though. We made her. Now we're going so fast. Oh, we're going so fast in that one area, but now it's under the speed limit by 11. All right. Gotta be careful. Don't want to drag that rail and flip over, eh? Oh. Oh, what was that? Dustin with the stars for star! Oh, oh crap. There we go, we just avoided him. Check this out though. Woo!
What a wonderful day for Canada, and therefore, of course, well.
You like that? We got stars for star twice! Much appreciated. Thank you very much. I'm driving around America. Is that how you say it? America. Speed limit's only 60. I'm only going 66 in the 120 zone. Hope they don't give me a speeding ticket. Bardo, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. There we go. Put the gas on. Gonna drive past Fire Devil and Dustin Havoc's house. Wave at them. Although I don't know if their houses are in this, but we can pretend we're waving at their town or something. I don't know. We still got 450 kilometers to go. All right. You got me rolling. Probably start keeping an eye out for gas, not gas stations, but places to sleep, I guess. Misty, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Belly, thank you for liking, much appreciated also. We're flying here, guys. We're flying to our destination. We're going to New Mexico. There's our accident across the street there. Did you see that? Good song. Hey Francis, thank you for following, much appreciated. Welcome to the Starbase. We are cruising through the states here. All right, here we go. We're almost to Flagstaff. So that's like Arizona, right? I think. If you want directions on American states, I have no idea, really. Unfortunately, I've only really been to Washington State and Montana. One day, though. I'd like to go visit Texas and Florida one day. California would be cool. Go see a Kings game in LA. Pretty awesome. Former King Tyler Toffoli there got the overtime winner recently for the Montreal Canadiens. He got traded to Vancouver and then he went over to Montreal after that. There's your hockey update. I bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Okay, I wonder where the next rest stop is, because our dude's starting to yawn now. And American truck's not quite as forgiving as Euro truck for this. All right. Ooh, ah. Doesn't matter where I go, my guy's all yawning and stuff like that, eh? Another accident over there? No, just construction, I guess. Alright, let's find out where the next rest stop is. We gotta know. Right here. We're good. Not too far away. Hopefully we can get there. No big barriers in between the roads here though, so I guess we can always run through the dirt if we need to, but guess it's this way. Probably faster just to go to the right, actually. Maybe we'll go that way instead. Like a gas station right there. Oh, 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 oh. Oh! I stopped on time. Oh. There's a healthcare center. Watch, this isn't even a rest stop, eh? Did a rest stop? Oh, we'll gas up. I wonder if this is rest stop too. Maybe we'll have to go over here, I guess. Turn that one off. Where am I? Lots of little towns, eh? There we go. Good afternoon, Fire Devil. Hope you're doing well. The road is clear back there. I think I had a cool wood paneled station wagon. And settle down with the yawning there, pal. Almost there. Hey, cool, some wigwams. Oh, we're past them almost. Is this where we park? Perfect. Sleep right by the wigwam. Yeah, honk. There we go. Let's see where the turn is here exactly. A little bit overturned it. All stop signs instead of traffic circles. Oh, there's a Rex. Get some Rex. Storage place. There we go, folks. We got 174 kilometers to go. Deliver the ethane or whatever it is. I guess the GPS is somewhat transparent, eh? You can see like right, neutral, drive, or reverse neutral drive, I mean. All right. We're getting places. 128 kilometers to go. Oh, let's stay on the road. Passing everybody here. Covered a new viewpoint. Where's the viewpoint? Oh, it's over there. I have to go pretty long, going underneath the bridge. Oh, we gotta get inspected. Dish dog raid! Bobby Wilson. Thank you, Dish Dog. You know,
So remember, women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy.
I don't have any Bobby sound effects. But Dish Dog, thank you for liking. Bobby, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Playing the American. See if it actually worked. Well, there we go. Let's get Wade. Let's get Wade. Thank you for your cooperation. Sometimes the raids don't work, but you know, it's the thought that counts. All right. I hope you're doing well this Tuesday. You're doing 1.41 beta convoys. Nice. How do you like them? I've seen that they're doing some sort of convoy thing there. I haven't played American Truck in a while. Usually I played that Euro Truck a lot. But I figured I was falling behind on this one, so I give her a little drive. Hello, Alan. How are you? Oh, we're in Gallup. 49 clicks to our destination. How can you tell I'm Canadian? You streamed it the last 5 days. Nice. I never really, I'm not even sure how to connect up to that, but probably through World of Truck somehow, I imagine, eh? I'm free. Oh, I'm fine. Everyone's read it, you're free. Good to hear. Alright, we're gonna do a loop-de-loop. One thing about playing Euro Truck a lot before this game, there's sure an abundant lack of traffic circles in this one. Oh, I gotta slow down or I'm gonna roll. There we go. It's 105 down this circle. You get the beta code off of the SCS forum. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I've never actually even looked at the SCS forum, to be honest. Probably some good information there, I bet. Actually, I might have looked at it, you know, doing a Google search and then it refers to something on it, but that's about it. Can you turn right on a red in this game, unlike American truck? Because, you know, in normal cars, you can turn right on a red in Canada. But on all I've ever seen is tickets going right on reds. Alan, thank you for liking. I don't know if that's a semi-truck rule or something to do with this game. Or maybe it was just Euro Truck, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it happened in American Truck too, where you couldn't turn right on reds. Google the 1.41 beta. Slam Pete Motel, eh? Slim Pete? Maybe it says Slim Pete. Slam Pete doesn't make a lot of sense. Just we're turning left up here. We'll be delivering our stuff here right away. Yeah. There. Holy cow, busy road here. You can turn right on red. Oh. In Europe, in Euro Truck Simulator, I always got a ticket. There you go. Red light violation constantly for me. Look at the size of this yard here, eh? Where do they want it? There, eh? Be easy enough. You found me from Tyclone. Well, there you go. That's pretty cool. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Gonna switch views here. Yeah, normally I play Hero, but I've like bought everything. I got hired everybody. So I figured I'm only like level 15 in this one. So I figured, well, heck, better play this a little bit at least. Get my money's worth a bit. Oh, too much that way. Wrong way. Did we turn fast enough? Nope. There. Try again. Apparently I'm not very good at backing up, that's for sure, eh? Why are we not going forward here? A truck stuck. Am I stuck on something? Crap. There we go. The most impressive drive in here, eh? Now we're finally getting the park though. A little bit over though. Phew! We made it! Excellent!
Excellent!
Look at that, we're level 18 entrepreneur now for this guy. Man. Look at that, we can get extra stuff here. Yep. Yep, like Dave Hester. Get fragile cargo. I love fragile cargo. Nitrocellulose. Do that one. $35 a kilometer. Just over here somewhere. Is that it? Hmm? This is it, I think. That wrong end probably though, eh? Can't tell what the front end is. Maybe this is the front end, eh? That looks more frontish. Have a great stream. Thank you for coming by, Dish Dog. Hopefully we'll run into you again here or iClones or wherever. We've got the cargo, folks. The big one, double trailer. Double trailer, double trouble. All right. We're on the road again. Way better than backing up. Drive. Drive like the wind. Hope there's no cars coming. There we go. We beat the cars that were coming. Wonder if I took that left turn there, if that would go to the same place. Probably in the end, eh? Right. I shouldn't drive up there. All right, guys, here we go. $567 kilometers. We can do that. My guy's not even tired. I don't know why. I didn't sleep, did I? Oh yeah, I slept with a couple hours left on the last trip. Now we know. Now we know, huh? Not very heavy duty horn on this thing, is it? Uh-oh, road work coming up. Probably means the speed limit's going down too. Alright folks, here we go. We're making her. Back up to speed. Construction zone is done. We are cruising through America here. We're in New Mexico right now. If anybody's from New Mexico and you can tell me if this looks right. If you've driven through New Mexico. Then New Mexico looks a lot like British Columbia. Or parts of British Columbia anyway. You're wondering what we're carrying. It's dynamite. I didn't realize I was hauling dynamite. There you go, eh? We've gotten ourselves in an explosive situation. Sky City. The sun is in our eyes. Chris, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Thank you for inviting your community over. House of Hydra. Elizabeth, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. I think I'm speeding through New Mexico right now. I don't know how come my truck at all that speed. It must have been boosted by you guys. Hey, how are you? Thank you for all the likes. Much appreciated. Attila Toth, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Starbase. I'm just playing American truck today. Give her a go, you know. Felt like doing a little bit of driving. The game got some updates there. They changed LA quite a bit, I guess. From the looks of it. I heard that LA was going to undergo a renovation, though, in the game. We're hauling dynamite right now. Want some? Yeah, it's sunlight. The dynamite, they don't pay that high for it, actually. It's only $35 a kilometer. Let's celebrate sleep. I think I'm kind of swinging a little bit right. Go left. Richard, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Look at these complicated roads, eh? You're driving two-handed, I guess, eh? Oh, dog didn't sweep. Hey, discovered a new viewpoint. I think there's a good chance that House of Hydra is a dog guy, though. Alright, guys, we got 322 kilometers to go.
Typical Canadian hard ass. Really sorry. Hey, fellas, any chance you can come over to the house later and play some sorry? Sure. How about 9 o'clock?
There's a sound effect for you. So where you got in kilometers, eh? Let's celebrate sleep. Alright, you guys. You guessed it, 280 kilometers to go. Alright, we're getting, look at the walkway over here, eh? Guys are crossing overhead. Santa Fe, 1 mile. You know, if we hit somebody, it'll be like a steamroller.
Take off, I'm gonna do the steamroller. Take off, no way! Steamroller! What steamroller you? Take off. Steamroller!
Alright. We got some people right ahead of us here. We gotta be careful. We're not catching them. Aaron Singh, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Alright. We're speeding a bit, but we're not too much over. That was a close one. We're like racing, eh? We're almost a race truck. I was looking at my achievements earlier. I got 57 achievements on Euro Truck. Out of 112 or something like that. Crazy. 130 kilometers to go, guys. We're gonna make her deliver the goods. All right, we're getting there, but I gotta have a drink of water, so I'll try straightening things out a bit. Hard to open these lids. See that? How's that for multitasking, eh? Able to have water and drive.
Just be cool.
I think I bring new meaning to the word cool, honey.
All right. Cold drink. Is there a billboard up there? Cold drink. Hey, there's the Griswolds on the left there. Oh, they roll. Oh, they roll. $37 kilometers to go for this delivery. It'll be dynamite delivered. Probably hauling an Acme truck. Oh, crap. These curves kind of sneak up on you. All right, let's give her before that truck comes. I guess that wasn't really giving her, but we got her done. Thank you for liking, much appreciated. I think our destination's just up this road here. We're gonna need some sleep after too. All right, over there, we can do that. There's our destination. Oops. Just missed. Answer to your poll, neither. You like any animals? There we go. Trucking's okay. It's a little different driving in America. Dad, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. See, I'm lower level, so I got a cheaper truck too, so I don't have quite the same horsepower. You like stuffed animals? There you go. Started raining. I can haul gravel. I think your character needs to sleep. Where's their sleeping spot? There's a garage right here. Oh, it's only a garage? Really? Huh. Oh man, you know when I scroll my map, it changes my stream page there. Going over here then. To find our way out of here now. We'll help put in gear first, I guess. I had dogs and cats before. They got all old and stuff and eventually passed on, but crap, how do I get out of here? Gotta go past here or what? Hey, Robert. Hail Hydra. I'm not sure how to get out of this place, to be honest. Maybe I gotta go back farther here. Mabolatlana. Thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Good, thank you. I guess I could have cut through there, eh? There we go. Let's get out of here. This is in the States, Robert. You just applied for a job in the middle of Alberta. In a small prairie town. Oh yeah. The middle of Alberta, eh? You kind of want to get this game. There's an American one and a Europe one for this game, Lindsay. So if you kind of put them on your Steam wish list, you can watch when they go on sale. Sometimes get pretty cheap. Guess which town? Red Deer? I guess that's prairie, isn't it still? Did I get it right? Three Hills. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed 3 Hills in a million years. Oh. That was close, eh? I don't know. That's smaller than I know. I don't even know where Three Hills is exactly. I think I've heard of it. What would you be doing there? I know. I've been used to these traffic circles driving Euro Truck Simulator. At least I don't get a ticket. When you run the stoplights, you get a ticket. Holy cow! It's 35 kilometers to the rest stop here. Oh, university job. Nice. I didn't know Three Hills had a university. You use up gas a lot faster here in this one because my character in Euro is oh, it's a small college? Oh, okay. Run another stop sign. There we go. There's like no stop signs really, hardly ever in Euro Truck Simulator. Now they're all over the darn place in this game. You want to go to the mall in Edmonton? I was talking about that mall earlier, actually. Well, I guess you might have heard me. It's only illegal if you get caught. The location leaves less. There's less competition. Locations on the. Well, you know, maybe you might like it there, right? Oh, you just joined back in? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking about the West Edmonton Mall earlier. Just how big it is, and there's water parks and all that good stuff. So it's like, pretty, lots to do in that mall. Might as well gas up while we're here, eh? Going the wrong way. Hope I stretch the gas cord over. 60 cents diesel. Like a smaller version of Creston. Ideally, I'll get Calgary instead. It's probably good experience either way. Then you wind up going somewhere once you have experience, you know. See what's on the freight market here. Or dynamite. The Cedar City. That's kind of a funny route, eh? Oops. All right. Dynamite pays $41 a kilometer, so go grab it. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty fancy mall, that West Edmonton Mall. stay in a hotel right in the mall. Go to the skating rink, go to the amusement park, ride their roller coaster and the big drop of doom, and all the other stuff that's there. There's lots of stuff to do in that amusement park. And go to the water park. "25 kilometers to our destination here." Alright, here we go. Oh crap. It bumped the camera. That could have been disastrous. Yeah, Robert will be able to go to Wisdom the Mall more. If he gets a job in Three Hills. You hope Agent gets something soon, hopefully. Have I ever done Galaxyland? I've gone there. I gotta straighten out that thing. You know what? Kinda messed up. Can't read it. Need to be right there. One time when I scrolled there, it scrolled the thing automatically. My screen with the chat on it. There we go, train. Got logs. It wasn't a very long train, was it? You serious? I was right at the destination, eh? There you go. Grab our cargo. Choo choo. Picking up the dynamite. That's explosive, you know.
Can I get you a beer? Back bacon?
Where is it? Have you done Galaxyland, Robert? They used to have giant arcades in Western Mall too. But I think all the arcades are gone now. Alright, here we go, folks. Got Got a big load of dynamite. We gotta be careful. Oh, another train. Oh crap. Push the clutch by accident instead of the brake. Oopsie. Fire. Good thing they had that wooden barrier to stop my truck. Those wooden barriers do a lot of damage. We really should check at those stop signs, eh? They will slam into you sometimes. My guy doesn't have the most money. Dude, my other character in Euro Truck Simulator makes millions of dollars a day. Yeah, this game though, if you're interested in it, you put it on your Steam wish list. Sometimes it'll go on sale pretty cheap. When they release a DLC, and there's some upcoming DLCs on their way. I've seen the main game go as cheap as $5. And then, or packages for 60-70% off kind of thing. So it's pretty good in that way. Because they're going to be releasing, I think, Wyoming and Texas for American Truck Simulator. And then they're going to be releasing, those are two different DLCs. And they're going to be releasing Russia for Euro Truck Simulator. You need a better computer? You know what you can always do is on the internet there's a website called Can I Run It? And you can always go to Can I Run It, and then basically with the computer that you have, and then you can check it to see if it'll run the game. So Euro Truck Simulator is a little bit older. It's 2012, and this one is 2015, I think. So it's like there's a possibility your computer might do okay with it. Might have to turn the graphics down a little bit, but functionally it'd be the same game, right? Hey Gary, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? But yeah, that Can I Run It website is pretty good for telling you. You just search up the game you're interested in. If your computer's not off of the line, you'll probably be okay anyway. Please pull in. Alright, where's the way station at here? Straight ahead. There it is. Yeah, you can always check that website anyway. It's not on the consoles or anything, just PC. Your vehicle's not in perfect technical state. I don't know how that happened. Last inspection I passed okay. But check Euro Truck Simulator as well as American Truck Simulator. You may find one might work better or the other. I guess they've adjusted things over time, but you'd think if you turn down some of the graphics, you know, it'd probably run okay. I'm not sure if one is more demanding than the other.
Caffeine will kill ya!
That's Jim Carrey when he was the Joker. Or not Joker, the Riddler. I just watched Sonic the Hedgehog with him in it. Wasn't bad, actually. I didn't mind it. I mean, it's not the best movie in the world, but it was alright. Oh, jeez. One sec here. I gotta check something. Drop my water. Hope I didn't get it on my keyboard. A little bit. Way to go, eh? Just a little bit on the surface. Way to go, eh? There's also some more water here while I'm at it. I don't know how much that would hurt a wireless keyboard, but keyboard's fairly new. I don't want to wreck it. First time that's happened, though. I know, you know, liquids and electronics don't go well together. I remember when I was a kid, I had a computer, like one of those, you know, it was a Commodore 64, I think. Brand new. Me and my brother, some of his friends were playing some winter games, it was called, and somebody put a glass of orange juice right in front of it, and you know, that's the whole computer was in the keyboard at the time, and you know, I bumped the orange juice right into the keyboard, and that keyboard, you know, is sticky after that. Kind of sad, you know, you get your first computer, you know, probably 2 months old or something, and then a big glass of orange juice spills into it. But hopefully this keyboard's okay, because this keyboard's actually fairly new and it's expensive. But there's only a couple drops of water going onto it, so it'll probably be alright. that guy have a magnet? Holy cow, I almost flew right into him. Alright, we gotta turn right to go left. Our dynamite. Oh, there's a police car. They're loved in Vancouver. I'm in the interior of British Columbia. I have been through the Peace Arch, but I more often take the other border crossing if I go down to the States. Hey, there's a motorbike cop. Surrey? Surrey's still on the coast, but I don't actually say my city name, but it's an interior city. Dumas. Oh crap. I think I'm in the wrong lane. Yeah, Sumas border. Oh crap. Banged into him. Yeah, it looks like it's fairly dry now. Red light. Let's go, red light. Finally. Kobe, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Vince, when did you have 2 webcams? I've had them actually. If you go and look in my YouTube thing of my old streams, you'll find that sometimes I've ran 2 cams as much as 2 years ago. Don't always have it on. But yeah, no, I've had second cam here and there on. Justin, thank you for liking. Hey, I discovered a Kenworth dealer. Nice. Kind of depends on the game too, you know. I mean, you know, if I'm playing those arcade games or something, I don't know what you put the second camera pointing at. Yeah, this time I put 2 on. I figured it's kind of interesting. You could see the steering wheel in action, you know, when I shift gears. That kind of stuff. I'm surprised you haven't noticed it yet before, actually. Yeah, I used to run it 2 cameras on a lot of games, but I like it now. I can see your crap, your old steering wheel you found in the attic. This is not the same steering wheel. This is a new one actually. This one's the 923, the G923. So it's like made last year. What's the bus game? A lot of people do American Truck. Courtney, thank you for liking American Truck Simulator with bus mod on it. So that might be that one, but there is an actual bus simulator as well. So I'm not sure which one you're seeing, but there's a good chance it's the mod on American Truck. Because I've been seeing a few people with buses doing that one. Oh crap. Yeah, there's pro mods. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things you can change this game and Euro Truck with a lot. This is just vanilla though. That's the thing, you know, like all these computer games as opposed to the console, although there are some consoles with mods now too. All these computer games, you can modify them. So there's all sorts of things you could do with them. You know, like I remember even playing Civilization, I think 3 back in the day with Star Wars mod on. So it was like all like Star Wars units and stuff like that that somebody made. Do I play Among Us? I've never played Among Us. That was kind of a fad game though. It's kind of not even kind of seems to be a lot cooled down quite a bit. Although they were talking about Among Us too. But like it's crazy, that one. I think that one and Fall Guys had kind of a weird story because it was like just got crazy popular for a bit there. Man, this road's curvy, eh? Civilization reminds me of City Skylines. Used to play that a lot with mods too. Yeah, City Skylines. I got all the base achievements for that one. That one took a long time to do. The one achievement's like really high. High in rarity too. Have you played Among Us? A lot of people do seem to like it though. Arshad, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Although, one thing about streaming it, I don't like to share other people's voice on my stream. Because you're responsible for anything they say. So, Among Us, it probably wouldn't be very interesting. You're only hearing one person's comments. So, as far as it goes, you know, like you probably want to hear what they're, you know, when they're discussing stuff or whatever, but you never know what somebody's gonna say, especially randoms. And those party games, you know, a lot of times they can be very inappropriate. Crap, I don't know what happened there. I got a ticket. Going right on red. You know, we gotta still adhere to Facebook community standards here. Did the graphics get better? They did the light update on it, and they've been working on it from what I read as well. Like there was a big patch before I started it. I think that was the 1.4 patch, and they also did. I guess they've been improving some of the areas too. I say thanks for that late night game streaming. Facebook gets boring sometimes. Yeah, I tend to stream. I stream every day at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Not the best time for getting the crowds, of course, but you know, it's that's when I do it because you know, gotta work, right? So if I'm consistently at the same time. A lot of streamers will only go during the day, you know, because that's all the people at work watching or whatever, I guess. We must be going up a big hill here. It fills the gap, I mean, if you know what I mean. Oh crap, let's not drive off the cliff. That's good streaming time for you. Really drive with two hands, but you know, 10 and 2, you know. This song here, the Rocket song, it really reminds me of what's their name? The Cogs? There's a band that I remember hearing. Gotta miss my streams next weekend. Oh crap. Another giant turn, eh? There we go. Next week we're going to the cabin. Nice. That'll probably be fun. Well, you know, whenever you can. It's awesome that you're here whenever when you are watching. This is some road, no doubt. Look, there's one of those lanes blocked from the beach. That sounds even better. You go like you got all the flotation devices or whatever, you know, the e-bobs and airbeds or whatever that you use. I remember when I visited my cousin when they had a cabin on the lake and they had a ski bob. I couldn't pull myself up for skiing. I was still pretty young. I don't know if I can even now, but at the time, so I got to ride the ski bob, which was a big inflatable thing that they pulled with the boat. I don't know why the speed limit's 105 here, man. I almost dip off the cliffs all the time here as it is. Well, I guess it's like 50 now, but or something. Or maybe that's the highway name. Oh, I think that's the highway name. Ronaldo, thank you for following. Welcome to the Starbase. I did watch Army of the Dead, yes. I thought it was a pretty fun movie. The UPS truck is passing me. Is that like part of the series? I don't know if it's in a series. It seemed like a pretty independent movie. No, I don't think they're related to Dawn of the Dead. I think it's just another reference to just Dead, but Dawn of the Dead was made by like Romero or something, wasn't it? Yeah, the Canadian drivers, eh?
Typical Canadian hard ass. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Sorry, guys. Hey, fellas, any chance you can come over to the house later and play some Sorry? Sure. How about 9 o'clock? Oh, 9 o'clock doesn't work. Sorry about that.
That's from Super Troopers. Yeah, no, I think Dawn of the Dead was Romero, I think. But I could be wrong there. Rise of the Dead. There's all sorts of the Deads, but this is Zack Snyder's first zombie movie, as far as I know. You know, he's the guy that did Superman and Justice League and stuff like that. So I don't think they're connected. And it seems to be a different concept anyway. Octane Birdie, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. You know, when I go to Octane Birdie's page, he's on something called the New Pages Experience. I can't even like his page for some reason. It won't let me. I can't talk on it and I can't like it. It won't let me. So it's nice to see Octane Birdie, even though I can only watch him from afar. I did put in a support request though about it. Did you guys notice my little Canadian air freshener over there? Adjust the angle a bit so you can see it. Some streamers like my stream. That is nice. Yeah, sometimes they pop in, you know. Man, this road is so curvy, it's ridiculous. Go Maple Leafs. Yeah, they sure got wiped out fast this year, eh? Was the first round, eh? Canadians are going pretty hard, though. Tyler Toffoli, the ex-King, got the overtime winner there to advance the Canadians there on a sweep. I like Tyler Toffoli. He was always a player when I played NHL games. I would always make sure in my ultimate team to pick him up. It was kind of disappointing when he got traded away. So goes the life of an NHLer, I guess, but and he's been kicking into high gear now. Oh, we better slow down a bit. Montrose. A lot more small towns in this. Is it still snowing? No. Although I did hear, well, I guess it depends where in Canada you're talking about, but I did hear that, where was it? They showed somewhere on the news where it was snowing, but not where I am. I mean, BC is like always super hot. Like part desert. Great day, homie. But yeah, like we're British Columbia. We're like constantly, we have a problem with forest fires here actually, where there's constantly half the province is on fire all the time, it seems. So freaking hot. You know, like 40 Celsius kind of hot. Although it hasn't been that high yet. I think it was like 25 or something recently though. Getting up there though. The dry heat here too. That game is cool. That pack, you mean that arcade one? You can buy separate packs and separate games too for that one. The 1942, I think, is free. Give it to you as a sampler, I think. We're going to discover another dealer. Peterbilt. I'm kind of a sucker for the arcade games though, Yod. Let's test this theory, see if I can go right on a red. Oh, we can. Making you anxious. There we go. Those are the funny angles you can get. Look, you can look right behind you. Can you not turn right? You can in Canada, but I found that when I was playing Euro Truck Driver, the Euro Truck Simulator, every time I tried that, I would get a ticket. So I thought it was just like all of them. And a little bit of American Truck, I get tickets too, but I think it's you have to be careful not to touch that other lane, I guess. Or you have to stop completely. One of the two, I'm not sure. Well, you know, because I got a ticket earlier and it was a right turning lane. There's a lot of games coming out on Xbox this summer. Yeah, are you looking forward to any of them? Far Cry 6 is going to be cool. I'm going to get that one. I played like every Far Cry game practically. I didn't like 2 that much, Far Cry 2. Because they had that malaria thing and you had to keep finding medication and stuff, and that was kind of annoying. Oh crap. Speeding ticket. That's my first one today. I was busy focusing on not hitting those guys that were cutting her in front of me. Well, I guess Far Cry 6 or whatever is not until probably November, I guess. Heard Assassin's Creed had a large download? Oh, really? I've been enjoying Valhalla. I might have to check that out, see if the new DLC is any good. I played a lot of the Valhalla. Wonder if we can turn right. Turn left. Or it has zombies now. Zombies are very popular, I guess. You know, there's Far Cry 5 too for those that are interested in Far Cry. Far Cry 5 has this golden eye mod that's supposed to be like somebody designed in their arcade thing, and it's supposed to be really good. Just a good recreation of GoldenEye 64. I think you look for GE64. Watch Dogs has zombies. Oh, really? That's kind of weird. Well, I guess zombies are popular no matter what, eh? One game I'm looking forward to there too in the future here is State of Decay 3. That'll be pretty fun. Dream Burgers. Anybody want a Dream Burger or some pizza? From Pizza House or Kentucky Fried Chicken? Or Donut Planet? Like the stretch of... That's kind of North America in a nutshell, isn't it? Big stretches of fast food. Don't see that in Euro Truck Simulator. Go pass on the carbs. I did a near keto diet for a bit there. And then the coronavirus hit, and then you couldn't get any decent food. Near keto meaning that, you know, just kind of cutting down a lot of the breads and sugars. But, you know, not having to necessarily obtain that ketotonic state or whatever. Actually, it was, you know, it worked really well. But, like I said, when coronavirus hit, you know, the shelves are cleaned off. Oh. You know, you went to Costco, all you get was an industrial sized roast. Am I going the right way? Yeah, it looks like it. You know, and Costco has a fairly big roast to begin with. But I mean, these were really big roasts. Crap, I don't know, I must have missed the turn or something, eh? Maybe I can flip over. I don't know if it's much faster. Although, you know, one thing I had, this one place had this keto cheesecake. And, you know, most keto food's pretty decent, to be honest. But that keto cheesecake was terrible. That was, like, awful, man. It tasted bad. It was, like, the worst cheesecake I've ever had. It just wasn't right. I don't know if that saved me any time, to be honest, but maybe a tiny bit. 515 kilometers to go. Alright, by the way, if you're new, don't forget to hit that follow button. Super awesome if you did. We'd like to see you hang out. No matter what game I'm playing, you know. Always fun to stop in, say hey. See what I'm up to. I always try to put up some sort of interesting poll and try different things sometimes. And sometimes I'll go on a run of a certain game, but it depends on the mood or whatever I'm playing, you know. Don't tend to do Battle Royale though, just so you know. But other games, open world simulation, those are all pretty awesome. Playing like gold mining the other day and some old classic arcade games. I ordered an Intellivision Amico. That'll be pretty fun when the time comes. I don't know how Facebook's gonna handle that. You tried to stop in and see what you're playing. That's muchly appreciated. That you know, hang out for a few minutes at least, you know, and even if the game's not interesting, it's kind of fun to see what's going on, you know. Some people have actually discovered some pretty unknown games to them, you know, through the you know, how I find games, you know, because sometimes I try some pretty obscure stuff. A lot of times it's, you know, pretty common stuff, but you know, depends on what I'm playing. Sometimes Facebook doesn't actually have the game too that I'm playing, so it's like tricky that way because, you know, you can't play certain things, I guess. The only thing with Facebook and of course Twitch now too is you got to be really careful about that in-game music. You know, because the record companies really crack down on that. Sometimes your in-game music even gets detected. You'd think that it would be something that you could, you know, if you're playing a game that you'd be allowed to have whatever the game music is, but I guess the thing is that when they're licensing that game, that music for the game, they're not licensing it from a broadcasting perspective. So in that aspect, it's tough. You got to turn off the music and stuff like that sometimes. Oh, dodge them. Don't text and drive. What's the chat saying? That texting and driving, I guess technically would be, right? Talking to the interwebs. Try getting in the water, this time not spilling it on anything. Oh crap, big turn. Oh, now it's going that way. Crap. Ugh. Alright, let's chuck that down there and I'll pick it up after. $373 kilometers. Hey Johnny. Everyone please like, share, comment, and smash that follow button and ring that bell. There's a bell? Oh yeah, there is a bell. That's right. Do that. Alright, here we go, guys. Big turn, big turn. Looks like quite the scenery around here, eh? Does the steering wheel come with the game? No. You can invest a lot in steering wheels. You can play the game with keyboard and mouse. You can get a controller. You're a long-time learner. Well, thank you so much. You can use a Xbox controller or whatever, you connect it to your computer, or you can buy a steering wheel. The steering wheel does add to the experience, I would say. But be prepared, though they're pretty pricey. Yeah, you can get them on the marketplace for, like the other steering wheel I was using before this one. You can probably buy it on the Facebook marketplace for about $100, and that was decent. Oh geez, he's yawning. Oh, there's a rest stop right here. And then of course these newer steering wheels are more $300 to $500 kind of thing. And then you can even, if you want to get really into it, there's some that you can get for like $1,800 kind of deal. So it's like, if you're a hardcore sim racer or something like that, The nice thing about rather, just so you know, this game is addicting, that it is pretty fun. But yeah, you can invest a lot in the old steering wheels if you wanted to. But those 1800 ones are going to be the that's all you do. Your friend Robert spent $50,000 on a setup. See, Robert is obviously into racing games. Probably has one of those really expensive wheels and the chair and all that deal. I bet you can get little control panels and stuff like that too. To simulate key turning and. But the same thing goes with flight simulators too. I mean, you can get that special gear if you're really into that too. But yeah, you can really invest if you want to. But I'd say, if you want a steering wheel, I mean, look on the Facebook marketplace, you might find one. The nice thing about this one, which is the 900 series, you can also play it on the Xbox. Well, I guess it depends on which one you get, but there's ones that are compatible with the Xbox and the PC, and then there's some that are compatible with the PlayStation and PC. I think that's a little scam that they don't make it compatible for both PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, but usually it's two out of three. For that amount of money, you can get a nice woman on your lap. For $1,800, you can, or $1,500 or $50,000, you can get a lot. Brother, if you don't mind me asking, how much do your mods make? I don't have any mods. I had some before, but they didn't show up very often, so for security reasons, it's just that removed them. Then if they start showing up regularly again, then I would have them. Facebook's not really hugely mod demanding though, I would say. At least not for the kind of games I play. The probably for some games it'd be more something you'd more need it, but I mean, I maybe have to delete a comment once every 3 streams or something like that. I don't see a lot of need for it. You have to also be careful with your mods too, because you know, you're basically responsible for everything that they do too. So, you know, there's times where you can have, you know, if you're not careful, you can have like problems. But I mean, the mods I had were good, but it just, you know, they just lost interest, I guess. Just noticed that this is down a bit. Probably messed it up more. And rubbing on my neck. Yeah, I just got like the other day, just recently, actually, not even the other day. Recently somebody was spoofing me. That was a bit annoying. That was worse than the stuff that you have to, or it happens in the stream. You know, somebody was trying to get fish, like, you know, doing fishing off of people that follow. So just so you guys know, if you ever get a notice that or you ever get a friend request from anybody that's a page, you know, like for example, Should Call Stars, a page, it's not the actual, that's not a legit account, because pages can't request to be your friend. So you know that's a scam if that ever happens. If you were to offer $75 per stream, you do it? Wow, that's like heavy duty. I don't think I can afford that, to be honest. But thank you for offering. And I think that it'd probably be tough to find at that rate. To be honest, anybody that can do $75 a stream. I mean, maybe you might want to seek out Ninja or Mr. Beast or something like that, because those guys probably make that kind of dough. But that's pretty good. That's some. You'd probably need to have steady 2,000 viewers watching to make that kind of money to even break even there. Maybe then, because it depends on how many the ads are shown and stuff like that. But that's quite a bit. So you're out of my pay grade. Maybe it's a little bit less than that, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred. Depends how many ads are shown and how much the ad rate is. You know, like sometimes the ad rates are like $15 per 1,000 viewed. You're worth it. Yeah, but I mean, I have to go to work to pay that. I work, but I mean, you know, I got to pay other stuff, like, you know, rent. But yeah, for a streamer to actually break even with that, I mean, that's an editor rate, you know? Like if you were editing videos, is what they charge up, like upwards like that. You're editing a video like this. I can't afford the editors either. By the way, if you want to support the stream, don't forget to drop them stars or subscriptions. And Mark Zuckerberg just announced the other day, if you subscribe from a PC, 100% goes to the streamer, which is like the best in the industry. You know, like them Twitchers don't get that. Drive rights, yeah. Yeah, most of the time, like Twitch and stuff like that, I'll take about half, sometimes 60%. So they're actually doing. They just made an announcement there. Mark Zuckerberg made an announcement today. 60%, or no, 100% to the streamer for the subscriptions. Pretty sweet. They aren't very bright, are they? You saw a guy get 5,000 stars. Nice. I don't see those very often myself. Yeah, a couple here and there. You know, 50, 100. Somebody get 500 stars the other last week. But it's been a while since I got a big one like that. That's $50 right there. My biggest ever wasn't on here, it was on Mixer. But somebody dropped a dumpster fire icon and a dragon icon in the same stream. That was my biggest ever. That was you know pretty you know blow you away, you know, like you don't even know what to say because it's like $300 worth, you know. And that's still like, you know, there's people that, you know, like out there like Mr. Beast who will surprise somebody with $1,000, but you know, it's like, you know, somebody to drop anything that's over $1 is just kind of like, whoa, settle down. You know, because you don't want to have somebody put themselves out either. Well, last $5 isn't bad, but you know, it's some people get a little crazy, and hopefully they're not putting themselves out. But as far as supporting, just being here is support, of course. It's awesome. Thank you so much. If you want to support monetarily, the subscriptions, which are called supporters, is the best way right now because more of the money goes towards the streamer because they're doing that 100% thing. If it's on the phone, it's 70%, but I think they said that Apple was waiving their fee too. So we might be in luck as far as that goes. You need Asian massage? Well, there you go. Let's see, we're gonna go right here. But yeah, just hanging out, guys. That's awesome. Thank you so much for even spending your time here. That's awesome. Is that from Full Metal Jacket, that quote, you know? That's where that originally came from anyway. Your phone is dying, you need to go to bed. This game is fun to watch. Well, I guess you gotta charge that phone, but thank you for hanging out as long as you have. Pretty relaxing game, these trucking games, eh? We're gonna pass Ned's Bar and Grill here. Make grilling great again. Alright, you guys, here we go. 29 kilometers to go. To make another dynamite delivery. Sweet. By the way, if you guys are new, don't forget to hit that follow button, that like, that share. That all helps, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to enter the poll because it's kind of interesting to see what people's opinions are of stuff, you know. Try to make a different poll each day. Hopefully a train doesn't come when my trailer's across the tracks. Oh, crap. Ah. $900. Nail the fire truck. The damage, though, that cost me a lot more, to be honest. 8% damage. It's gonna be like $1,000. Problem with this particular steering wheel is the brake's a lot tighter. So you have to really force down. Got a spring under it, right? Some of the graphics are pretty good. The roads look a little bit of wear on them, you know. We've got a right turn coming up. Where are we supposed to go? Through the gate? Like a secure area that needs dynamite, I guess. All right, almost there. There's even a sleeping area in this thing. Well, I'm good, I think. Dino, thank you for liking, much appreciated. There's a dude standing over there in the dark. You see that? I thought those were buckets, but I think they're garbage cans. Coastline mining. That makes sense. A mining company would need dynamite. All right. Oh, I gotta go farther forward than that. Maybe there. I'd kind of like to keep that cam there, buddies. We did it, first try. Woohoo!
Excellent!
Yeah! Look at that. Almost to level 19. Sweet. Limestone or stones? Well, whatever. We'll decide later. But, you guys, I gotta work tomorrow. So if you haven't followed yet, please do so, because I'm gonna wrap up here. If you Mafundo, thank you for following, much appreciated. And welcome to Starbase. If you haven't entered the poll's gonna be announced right away here too. So thank you everybody who followed. Stars from Dustin. Thank you so much. House of Hydra for inviting community. Joe and Yod for sharing. For all those who became followers, much appreciated. Everybody who hung out, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Everyone who liked, all that stuff is good stuff, and it makes it interesting to stream to, have someone to hang out and, even just watch kind of thing. Good night, Carrie. Thank you for being here. And Lindsay, thank you for being here. Thanks for a good night. Got to go plug in my phone and go to bed. See you tomorrow night. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a great sleep. And for the results of the poll, there's other things in the way, so I got to scroll just a bit. There we go. 73% said they're dog people. 27% said they're cat people. So there we go. Now we know. Dogs are the popular choice for tonight's stream, I guess. And deservedly so. Dogs are pretty cool. Cats are cool too. So everybody likes what they like, and that's awesome. And I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see if maybe I'll do this some more. Maybe I'll do something else. I'm not sure. But thank you. Don't forget to check in. I stream every day at 7 o'clock Pacific time. If you want to check out my YouTube, the link is in the video description, youtube.com/thecallstar. And Other links are in there too. There's stuff that might be interesting to you. So feel free to check out whatever you want to check out. And everybody have a good night.